Another video. We are testing out the Kiro ISO Builder to perfect it even further. And the Ctrl-Alt-I on my desktop here, my tiling window manager, is basically launching it. Always make sure you have the latest code in. So the Kiro ISO is a Git clone, which means you can Git pull as well. And I just changed some things to the build.sh file. So I'll just say fix, discard, and update, right? Everything green. And then we build the next one. We have videos about XFC, Plasma, Mate, Cinnamon, and we skipped GNOME and Budgie because they belong a little bit to each other. I think still, I don't know if they're separated a little bit more than in the past. But let's do a GNOME build and then later on a separate Budgie, and then we know. What do we select? Everything around 2 GB, more or less, 83, or deselect. And then go for the things that you do want, right? Let's take these two. Okay, save and continue, office stuff, and then we start building, which basically means have a nice supper, right? Almost supper time. And then let machine build. The ISO will come out in here. You've chosen to go with the flow here. Music. Where should Kiro build? I've decided that prior to everything else. So there is an in-depth video on YouTube about this particular tool. I think it's number 77. I think so. It really says in-depth analysis or something in-depth. Here, 76. Kiro ISO Builder, or KIB, Deep Dive. That's the one we also are promoting on our website. Ctrl-Alt-B is launching Brave. Everything is linked, right? Everything has key bindings. I don't need to think. It's there. We're talking about this little thing. Build your own ISO. And it's a great asset, right? A few steps and you got a Kiro ISO that has Plasma, that has Mate, right? The big guys are here. And that's the one you really need to see. And it goes deeper than picking kernels and all that, right? This is more information and more tips. And I see I still have to add another desktop here, another video, I mean. And yes, I'll do that in the meantime. But let's wait for the ISO to pop out. All right, pausing. Time to start working again. The ISO is out. That means it's in the music Kiro out. Normally I would say I'm going to use a VirtualBox, right? A Super F7 launches it. Super Q stops it. Super F9 launches QEMU. Let's do a QEMU this time. Let's clone. And we've called it GNOME, right? I think it's GNOME that we took. Been doing all other works in the meantime. And then we double click, I think. I still need to learn a little bit how this works. Details. Then the CD-ROM is here. We need to browse. Where is it? It's in the music. Correct. Out. Look at the time. Correct. Is it correct? Correct. Correct. Yes. A minute ago. All right. That's good. Booting up is yes. Save it. Booting up is set. SATA is second. We'll test it so we know if that's okay. And then view console. That is okay. So enter. Ctrl F is not working for us, but this one is certainly ready to move over there. This is already good, but if I want to go for full screen, I click here and there's a button here to get out of it again. So getting my bearings around this particular tool. Of course, GNOME, you know GNOME, right? So a super is basically the defaults, but not really. There are some things in here about Kiro. The Kiro ISO Builder is here. Firefox was already there. The tweak tool to get ext4, Btrfs, XFS, JFS, F2FS, and encryption, that's there. But we stick to the simple things. And we make sure that Kiro never fails, partially by not going on the internet. That is the solution. Next, erase disk, no swap, and off we go, right? Next, right? Nobody asks difficult questions, technical stuff. It's simple. You've seen it 100 times in other distributions. It's simple. In the meantime, I have to take another pause, I think. So we sit back and let this thing install. I'll be back shortly. And we're back. If we are at near the end, it means we are almost done. And let's set our display better on our virtual machine. Only one kernel. It's called Archlinks. Did we take LTS? I've installed so many things, right? Now all the kernels, they all work. I know. In we go. Skip the tour. Click it away. Click once more. Control T. Right? Nothing has changed. This is pure GNOME. It's up to you to rise it, to change it, but it is Kiro. So that means it has already icons, right? And one thing I did change, that's true. One thing has been added, because I know otherwise I wouldn't like it. That's the tweaks, the GNOME tweaks. There's no way in GNOME to set your icons, right? Appearance of your system should have been developed in here, somewhere, anywhere, somewhere, right? And I haven't seen it yet available. So there must be a super important reason why they did not add it. Anyway, we have here all kinds of cursors. It takes a while before it kicks in, it writes it away, and then suddenly you say, ah, there it is. And we have Captain Cursor, Sardi Orb. Let's take the Neo Candy icons. If we open up this one, we see already something, right? Now, all of this, you know me by now. This is way too bright, right? I need to have something darker. And there is a button somewhere, don't see it right away, to get things darkened. Here is everything about the fonts, if you want it bigger, right? Plus, select, good for me, better for my eyesight, less work for my eyes. Where did I find it? Was it in Cinnamon that I saw? There was a dark and a light one. Must be in here as well, no? Somewhere. Bright is here, but you need to do all kinds of stuff to get actually an icon up here, all kind of extensions. So I'll let you tweak that. All right. And see if you can get it to dark. Maybe there is something about light and dark in here, because there is Advaita dark. So why would they not use it and give us a possibility to improve it, right? Oops, not that one. That one. Apply. Keep changes. This is my normal resolution. It's much better already, right? Scale light. Okay, unavailable. Probably need another app or something. And here it is. So that would be my choice. And something just fancy. Maybe a bit too fancy. Okay. Something like that. And then we need to rechange maybe the icons. We can make them smaller. Control scroll. Better already. So this is where I found it. The button to switch. And then apps, notifications, search, online, sharing. So if you like what you see, then why not try to install GNOME and use settings. There's so much to change. I'm not going to go into that. There are videos on YouTube about GNOME and Arclinux, and I've made rising videos in the past for GNOME and adding all kinds of things, but I'd leave that entirely up to you to rise Plasma, Cinnamon, GNOME, and the next video up is Budgie. Not without me showing off that there is something more. We installed more than just GNOME. How do I log out? Here and there. GNOME is accompanied with Oh My Chat.ym. My advice, guys, learn how to use a tiling window manager. And in this video now, I'll give you a tip. The resolution is not great. Super D, A render. If installed, right? Remember, this is a system that has been cleaned out. Not much to look at, no applications. That means sudo pacman -s YYU maybe. First get databases in. That applies to anything. Anything, right? Even Android devices, update your system, right? Get everything in. And then the databases are there. And then you say sudo pacman -s A render. The tip is super D A render. Enter, launch it. Outputs virtual resolution. Look for it. Found it. Saved it. Layout. Save as. And I save it as my name. Erik. Screen layout. Everybody has a name where they log into. That's the name I log into. That's my username. And then if we super X log out, log back in, everything is set. How am I doing that? Right? Super Shift Enter, Thunar. We're on GNOME. Does GNOME have Thunar? Control Shift T, sudo pacman -s. This I can read, right? Good font. Super Shift Enter. Okay. Config. Oh My Chat.ym. If you're really interested in learning, put everything somewhere clickable. Immediately you're there. All the key bindings in PDF form. One moment. Voila. That was sales. Cheers. So, I was saying, there is a PDF form, print it out, leave it behind you on your desk and have a look from time to time. One thing. It's in text format. Also, the key bindings Azerty and QWERTY are here. Key bindings HTML. Beautiful design. Thank you very much, Claude. Right? I did not say one word. This is the outcome. Okay, I'm happy. And of course, the Control Super S. Immediately searchable, right? What does, where, how can I launch Rofi? Okay, lots of Rofi stuff. Okay, so just saying, the tip I said earlier was the scripts. You run sh. Well, we don't have an editor, so we go to VI, I think this is, or console. And where is it located? Nothing. But what you can do is basically, if you log in, say go read that file. Here he is. Home, screen layout, who am I? Erik.sh. Screen layout, Erik.sh. You see? So a small little thing here that says if you have it defined, if indeed there is a screen layout Erik.sh, which says xrender output this, primary that, blah, 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 blah. Or you copy paste this in here in the run, in here, right? And it works too. But this is also a good workflow that you just point to the script. And voila. Each and single time, do it, set it once, forget about it. That's my thing. Keep it simple and stupid. All right, guys, learn about tiling window managers. It's a great way of not dragging stuff from left to right and so on, from the top and to, oh my God, wasting your life away with dragging things around. Tile it. Cheers.